We're out here today, whatever the day is, the 10th and possibly 10th of January. We're out here riding around. We figured we'd take a trip down from Tampa to the Miami area. We were going to Marco Island. So we figured we'd go to Marco Island. I took pictures, you already seen that as we were traveling through. And then we hit this little spot called Goodland. And then now we're cruising down Old 41 going towards Miami. And somebody says, hey man, let's go over here and get us go do an airboat ride. So here we are, getting ready to go airboat. It's a little spot we got. Met a couple from Colorado who's gonna ride with us, but this is the joint here. And then we're at Captain Mitch's Everglade Private Swampland Airboat Tours. And then this is the little area here. I imagine this might be the swamp here, so it is what it is. But no, go back up in here and see what we got. Well, no, fixing to go on my first airboat ride. And let's hope it goes well. I got the camera here, which is stable, and I got the one that I'm gonna probably put on my head when we get to going. So we shall see. Check out the bird on the. See how close I can get before he flies away. Fight or flight, fight or flight. Fight or flight. There we go. Well, here we go. I'm imagining we're gonna take number 5. And we'll go from there.
Female gators will come up to the coast. It's cold out there, so you can have.
They're probably a little meaner too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured
Yeah, they're
that.
more territorial. Yeah, male gators, they're just going. We'll see them up here. They're just going to look at you and smile.
All right. So apart from the obvious, how do you tell a male from a female?
Male gators got fatter heads,
Mm-hmm.
and they get to be 10, 20 feet long.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Females only grow up to 8 feet. And they got narrow heads. They don't have fat jowls like narrow heads.
They still do the lottery down here or no?
For gators?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Or is there just a season flat
It's a
out?
season thing now, yeah.
So there's a season and anybody can go now?
I think they allow like 50 hunters down there, right? First come, first served.
Yeah.
You know, they try to rebuild the population.
Oh yeah, sure.
You know, but you can hunt the python.
That's what I was gonna say, pythons.
You ever see the pythons out
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
You
See
do?
them on the road out here.
Oh, wow.
I see them up in the trees out back. You know.
Yeah.
They're nocturnal by day, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd have to be laying out now to get some of the sun, that's for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as I'm moving, please remain seated. Keep your hands on the side of the boat, okay? And that's what we're finding, right? A lot of birds there.
Nice little picnic area.
Okay, guys, off to the left there, we call that a cheeky hut. Only the Metsuki and Seminole Indians allowed to build them down here in Florida. Back in the day, they wouldn't put up no sidewalls. Just put palm fronds on the top there, leave a little hole in the center so the smoke could get out. And at night, they'd string up their little hammocks, keep them off the ground from the gators and snakes. Nowadays, they just go to the hotels and casinos. You see all these trees off to the left over here. The Indians used to call that buttonwood. The U.S. government changed the name to white mangrove. It's a native tree. It's protected out here. You know, the Indians still use it for their smoking on their fish and whatnot, but We're not allowed to touch it. But basically, wherever you see the white mangrove, you'll see the palm trees too. When you see the palm trees, you know that's high ground. So you go, you know, if you ever get stuck out here in the swamp or in the Everglades, you see palm trees, go to the palm trees and it'll get you out of the water. Put you on high ground.
Didn't know that.
Gator on the right.
Oh, wow.
Be like, can't you see I'm resting? Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him!
They're living the good life.
Think I worry about you humans.
They're in
all
all
over the
over
place.
like 10 to 20 gators in these.
Man,
creeks
oh
anyway.
man. They're all over the place.
Yep. Because the reason they're in here because this is the deepest part of the water and we have real big fish.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep. Like I said, these are all males. You see this grass that's all around us here?
Yeah.
They call that sawgrass. It's the longest grass that grows in the United States here. Grows anywhere from 10 to 20 feet. If you touch it one way, it's smooth as silk. You touch it the other way, it cuts you like a piece of paper. You see these birds that are hanging out on top of the trees here? Call them cormorants. The cormorant and the henna-hingers are the only two birds I know out here that don't have duck glands. So after they're done fishing for their food, they'll go sit on top of a tree, spread their wings out so they can dry the feathers off. Yeah, I was looking for a big owl out here. It's about 800 pounds, 12 feet. He's a resident alpha male.
Are these manatees here?
He's not out yet.
Or am I seeing something?
Those rocks.
Oh, I can see something.
Yeah, this was a quarry pit when they were building 41. Off to the right of us right here, we call that Big Island. We got about 10 feral pigs out there. Mitch brought 2 big boars and family back from Crystal River.
So is this all protected land? Like, can people go out there and hunt?
Nope, this here's all private property.
It's
Yeah.
oh, it's private. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
So yeah, Mitch has this here, and he's got some across the highway. We're about 5 miles from the Gulf Water's edge right here. This is what we call brackish water. 90% fresh and 10% salt right now. Yeah, like I said, you see these trees in front of us here, call them red mangroves. Spaniards brought them over here about 800 years ago to soak up the water out here in the Everglades. And basically it's doing what they brought it here to do. They brought that and the Australian pine, the Maluka, and the pepper hedges, just to soak up all the water out here so they could build. And the Indians call it a walking tree. Basically that's what it's doing, it's walking across the Everglades out here. After 800 years of growing, it's an invasive plant. Protected on federal property. But out here in the private sector, we can cut it, do whatever. Like I said, we got the black mangrove, which is on the shoreline with the sea grapes. Keep the shoreline from eroding away. You know. But back in the day, this is what you used to see, is just the marshlands like this here, little clusters of trees every now and then. Now this here little red mangrove, it's just taking over. You'll see when I get back up in here why they call it a walking tree. It kills the rest of the vegetation in its path too.
Are these all suckers?
Huh?
Are these like all suckers?
All these here red mangroves?
Yeah.
Yep.
They're all from one root system?
Well, basically, yeah. When it starts out one tree like that, and then it drops a seed, and then it drops your seeds, and you know, yeah.